Share, 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 share. Can you all hear and see me okay? Let me get to a spot. Can you all hear and see me okay? Family, I want to share with you all very briefly some breaking news concerning Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump, and this recent alleged assassination brouhaha that's taken place. Again, I'm not seeing anybody come on in just yet. I'm using my device, my handheld device, obviously, because this is breaking news. I'm doing it like this, beloved, because I actually planned on going live today. I had my a topic in mind, and I was just getting in a little bit ago from running a business errand and taking care of some other holistic things. Okay, now I'm seeing somebody pop in. Quan, is it Destin, Diamond, Tiffany, Dr. Quantum, and others are coming on in. How y'all doing? Okay, y'all can, okay, I'm starting to see people come in. Okay, awesome. Family, I want to talk to y'all real quick. Everybody, as you come in, you know I have a little bit of a ritual. Come on in, hit that thumbs up button, share, share, share. Y'all, as I'm literally had another plan, another topic that I wanted to go live on, but I wanted to come to you very quickly. That's why I look like this. I'm just getting in. And I'm just getting in because I was watching the live press conference. And to be honest, before I came on, I was using my other device really quick so that I could find the news on it. But I actually watched it, so I'm going to deliver it to you live. And the print publications are late pulling it up because we were all watching the press conference live. So I am, talk black to me, somebody, black independent, black grassroots media. So I'm going to give it to you the way I give it to you. Talk black to me. Now, let me tell y'all something real quick. Somebody mentioned Assata Shakur because I put her name in the headline. I need to connect some dots for us. Now, you all know that I have a spiritual monthly school called the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. I don't bring that up just as a silly plug. I bring it up because it is the appropriate and right environment for me to discuss with you your supernatural powers that's going to have an impact and an influence on world governments, and by unleashing, by understanding your divine supernatural preternatural powers, beloved, your ancestral powers, your royal bloodline powers. This is what's going to allow us to utilize forces and energies outside of the established Washington, D.C., neo-colonial Babylon, Vatican energies that are out there. Do you hear me? I want to tell you what we could actually do, the powers that we actually need in order for us, beloved, to position ourselves as a new world rulers. Now, somebody's in here under the title, The Real Donald Trump, We Won't Let Kamala Win. Let me tell y'all funny looking self something. I ain't for Kamala and I'm not for Donald Trump. Now, I'm here because some of you ninjas need to actually stand down or at the very least get all the facts. Now, let me help you understand something as everybody come on in. Hit that thumbs up button real quick and share this breaking news. Now, what is the breaking news that even the print publications don't even have up yet? They don't have up yet because we were all at the same time watching and listening directly to the acting director of the Secret Service. Now, let me tell you what the Secret Serviceman said, and my assistant will tell you that I was already specifically stating some of these things before he specified and gave us some of the details. What is that? You all see where Donald Trump is alleged to have been an assassination attempt, another assassination attempt on his life, right? Because just a few days back, his ear was grazed, right? From a previous attempt. Well, according to the acting director, they did a live interview. This is the reason why print media hadn't, took a minute to pull it up. Hopefully, probably by now, some of them got it up. But you all are listening and watching Vicki Dillard. That's who you need to be listening to. We're not tethered to one group or another. Now, what I need to tell you, what I want you to understand is that the acting director explained, and of course, Donald Trump can't deny this, that he was in an off-the-record location. Now, I wasn't using those specific words, but that's basically my point, and thank God. Thank God as I have assistants and folks around me that can prove in no limit of time. What I was saying, I was having this discussion, and this live press conference popped up. Tropical Punch says, I'm listening closely, Vicki Dillard. So now I want you all to look this up. This just happened within minutes. I'm going live because like while I'm talking to you, this is literally happening, this press conference, because everybody's wanting to know what's up. Who wants to know? All the Republicans that want Donald Trump, they're making the Secret Service come forward. They're making all law enforcement come forward. You know, everybody. So don't be sitting here acting like it's just the Democrats. What did the acting director of the Secret Service say? What did some of the other officials say just now during the live press conference? Donald Trump was in an off-the-record location. What does that mean? That means, family, that when you are the former president of the United States, you have very strict security protocols that you need to be abiding by. Especially in the wake of his previously alleged assassination attempt that grazed his ear, you are supposed to be even more strict and disciplined and circumspect in how you move. Y'all out here talking about how the powers that shouldn't be don't want Donald Trump in office. And yes, that's true. There are some forces that don't want him there. But let's not let Donald Trump off the hook like he's some kind of revolutionary ninja. Black folks, sit your funny looking self down. There are diabolical anti-black forces that are utilizing both the Republican and Democrat, conservative and liberal forces and elements to trick your funny looking, silly, slow self. What in the hell is Donald Trump doing in an off-the-record location? And when I was speaking to my assistant about this, guess what the law enforcement said? Because there were different layers. There was different layers of officials. And you all know that equally with the Democrats, the Republicans are all over this because the Republicans want to make sure that they can use this for the elections because they want to make sure that they show Donald Trump as a victim so that Kamala Harris don't lose. They're going to use all of their, that Kamala don't win. They're going to use all their powers to make sure that everybody in government is backing Donald Trump. So don't play with me right now. They specified that he was in a place that he was not supposed to be in. So as to all the other facts of this white man trying to take out another white man, black family, this white on white crime, this white terrorist that goes and murders black folks in America, they'll turn on each other in America, and then these same white forces go throughout the planet murdering, killing, and committing genocide on other groups of people. Versus us sitting up here talking about why local law enforcement weren't where they supposed to be and the man was waiting out 12 hours. No. What in the hell is Donald Trump doing deviating, especially in the wake of a previous assassination attempt that literally took place just a few weeks ago? What in the hell is he even halfway thinking about deviating from very strict security and Secret Service protocols? This ain't no hype, ninja. Factor that into all this other conspiracy theories that y'all trying to do to make Donald Trump a revolutionary. I don't want us getting duped, black family. We know that it's benefits to allowing the system of white supremacy, both on the Republican Democrat side, to implode, explode, however it wants to do it, because neither side are doing us any good, but especially the Democrats, because we vote for them disproportionately. So when you give a particular group or side power to change your conditions and they're not, then yes, we're going to give the Democrats even more work. Talk black to me, somebody. But I want y'all to be reminded of something. How many of y'all remember when Donald Trump was president of the United States? He was running also against Chris Christie with his chunky, funny-looking anti-black self. Chris Christie was the governor of New Jersey, if I remember right? Chris Christie's old chunky, funny-looking self was fighting to become president. It wasn't working out, right? Him and Donald Trump was going to blows. Donald Trump blew him out the water with support, right? Y'all hit that thumbs up button and share this breaking news. Watch this. Some of y'all don't know that Chris Christie was involved in a very serious investigation and could have been held legally liable for some stuff, but he got off. Talk black to me, somebody. So Chris Christie, some can credibly allege that he's got a shady legal past, but he ended up getting off with the courts. Same with Donald Trump. That's before Donald Trump was officially president. Chris Christie, who was also running for president, was under investigation in his own state. Google it and look it up. But Chris Christie didn't win. Why am I bringing this up? I had to go pull up the records because, see, some of y'all knew. Some of y'all knew. Some of y'all knew. Some of y'all not tapped into the unseen government, the unseen court. Shout out to my moderator, Aquarius79. Sister Aquarius79, put my link in, beloved, for my website for folks to join Vicki Dillard Mystery School. This is why I keep emphasizing, don't miss my webinars that I give you, because there's stuff online I can't say on these platforms. The reason I emphasize joining my low-cost monthly mastermind school is because I'm giving you spiritual knowledge that's going to give you the transformational power that we need, beloved, to become the new world rulers and to spiritually and effectively grow our powers collectively so that we're not stuck in this oppressive class with these governments of the world that's playing you on both sides, including Donald Trump, who was in a place that his butt had no business being in. And the thing that got Donald Trump a whole bunch of sympathy and a whole bunch of energy after him coming down from a terrible look from this debate that he had with Kamala. Yes, Kamala cheated. Yes, Kamala is a devil with the debate. Yes, it was suspect. Yes, it was shady. All that. But Trump didn't look good after that debate, and he don't even want to have another debate after that. Trump, who likes to talk even more than Kamala. Kamala runs from the press. Trump runs to the press. But in this instance, Trump don't even want to do a debate anymore because he knew it didn't make him look good. Even though they cheated, yes, the moderators helped to make him look bad, but Trump also didn't properly prepare. And he knew what he was getting into because Trump is a media whore. Trump is a media hoe. He knows how this works. He uses the media for his own purposes, so he should have known that he was getting ready to get got. It don't mean it was fair that he got and it was 3-on-1. But Ninja, you used the media the whole time for everything you ever did, Ninja. I emphasize my spiritual school because there's none of you that should be watching me talking politics that's not a part of the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. My beautiful moderator put the link in the chat. Why? Because I'm teaching you, giving you lectures and information, spiritual knowledge every month. And as 3 months pass, 6 months pass, 9 months pass, a year pass, I'm trying to fortify you into transformational new world ruler beings so that we can overcome this. I'm giving you, for real, what's up, the unseen government that's ruling the powers that shouldn't be. Now, why am I bringing up Chris Christie and Donald Trump and Assata Shakur all in this latest alleged assassination attempt against Donald Trump? Every day there's assassination attempts against presidents and former presidents that they never tell you about. But you cannot excuse Donald Trump being in an off-the-record location, especially after he just got his ear grazed from a previous alleged assassination attempt. Now, what's getting me, and y'all need to wake up and smell the begonias. I'm going to try to pin your message from my website. Everybody needs to become a member of the Vicki Dillard Mystery School, and don't delay. Everybody. So that I can say what I need to say spiritually offline that has to do with your politics, your modern politics, and the way the world is moving. I'm preparing the new world rulers. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what your religion is. My group is a spiritual group more than anything. You can glean truth from my Vicki Dillard Mystery School. I always tell y'all that if you're not tapped into the divine realm, if you're not tapped into the unseen government, you will misread what's happening on earth. Deandra said, how much? Go to the link, beloved, and you'll see. It's very affordable. Now watch this. Thank you, precious. Vicki is up here looking fly. Beloved, I was just running the business area, and I told you I was getting ready to go live because I was getting ready to get dressed, put my makeup on, change my clothes. But I saw this breaking news. I done changed topics and everything. I got business products all strewn across the kitchen in the front. But I had to give y'all this breaking news because I wanted to tell y'all that. Why am I bringing this up? Donald Trump, look at this headline from 2017 when he was in, y'all see this? 2017. Deandra said, I'm joining. Awesome, beloved. Y'all see this headline? Because you all are confused around this mug. Why was Donald Trump intentionally, after just allegedly overcoming a previous assassination attempt that just took place mere weeks ago. Mere weeks ago. He should have been extra judicious and extra circumspect. But all levels of law enforcement that's also run and controlled by Republicans. So don't be coming to me with it's just the Democrats trying to take him out, because you know the Republicans are going to turn over every form of law enforcement so Trump can win. They could not stop their own law enforcement officials just now in a live interview tell you that Trump was in an off-the-record location. His orange behind had no business being where he was. People will do all kind of stuff, family, for power. The Democrats and Trump will do everything for power. They will help commit genocide. They will continue to commit injustice against black folks, refuse to give us our reparations while giving hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine and helping these illegals here in the United States. They'll do all that in our face, both sides. Now, Vicki, get to your point about Assata Shakur. Why did I show you this on my other one? Y'all know I'm live and direct, baby. This is breaking news real quick. That's why I'm looking like this, running errands. Trump to Cuba. Return woman convicted in trooper's murder. Why did I bring up, what's the chunky man name from New Jersey? Let me see if his name in this article. Chris Christie. Where's Vicki going with all this and this recent alleged assassination attempt against Trump? Watch this. Y'all forget that Trump is about that assassination life. Y'all forget that no white political or power authority in the United States and around the world give a doggone about us, and they have murdered our black revolutionaries. Now, I'm seeing all these white folks talking about they're looking into investigations on what happened to the Kennedys. They want to know what happened to Trump and all that. I don't want to hear about them till after we find out and hold accountable in a criminal court for capital punishment those who are responsible for murdering and attempting to murder and to take out the Fannie Lou Hamers of the world, the Malcolm X's of the world, the Dr. Kings of the world. We'll get to y'all at the end, ninja. It's a line. Stop trying to butt. We'll get to you later. The hell we look like sitting up here talking about them trying to take out Trump, and we ain't even got to the bottom line and hold accountable who killed our black revolutionaries. And most time, anybody that tried to legitimately kill, try to attempt to take out a white person, it's because they directly or indirectly had something to do with the liberation of black folks. Want to hear nothing about coming to know after. We'll get to you, ninja, after we hold a criminal trial for capital punishment for those who took out or attempted to take out our revolutionaries. Thank you, because I said so. The Medgar Evers of the world. It's too many names. Put their names in the chat, y'all. Try to make like it was one man, one white man in every one of them cases they wanted you to believe. Put the information in the chat. Somebody say free the Hamptons of the world. You better put their names in the chat. Put our black revolutionary names in the chat, family. I don't see no doggone people in prison or in capital punishment or in the gas chambers for taking out our loved ones. Free Mumia in this piece. Our brother Uhuru, I posted about him the other day, black man, that your government tried to come against. This man is in his 80s, I think, 70s or 80s. He been a black revolutionary, pro-reparations. He been dealing with other governments for all his life and just in the past recent years. And notice who he was in a criminal case trial under. A Democrat, DOJ. Y'all know they just took this black man to court talking about he a Russian, talking about he and his people failed to register as Russian agents or something like that. The jury came back with a mixed verdict recently on the most serious charges because your government is full of you know what. Put their name in the chat. Somebody put Dr. Sabi. Somebody put Huey Newton. I see him. I can't see all of them. Now let me get back to Donald Trump's funny looking self. Some of y'all forget years ago. Listen to this article from the AP since y'all love white publications. I got to quote the white publications until your mind all the way free. Y'all see the AP Associated Press report from 2017? President Donald Trump on Friday demanded that Cuba return a woman convicted of the murder of a New Jersey state trooper as he announced changes to Obama-era policy toward the country. Put their names in the chat. Trump made the demand for the return of the, quote, cop killer Joanne Cheesemer. Y'all see how they keep calling this black woman by her government name? Somebody said her name is Assata Shakur. They intentionally don't want to invoke the Shakur part of it because they don't want you to connect the dots with who? Her kin to being Tupac and the revolutionary energy that comes with that name alone. This is Trump. He was demanding that. Our sister is in her 70s. Cuba opened up the door. Those revolutionary Cubans opened up the door to allow this black woman to flee persecution in the United States, and they tried to murder her multiple times. They tortured her in men's prisons. Did y'all know that? They put a bunch of cases on her. She was beating all the cases until they finally got one or two to try to catch her up. And black revolutionary men or women, because to this day we don't know who they are. They didn't murder not one person, but they held up the prison, released our sister, and got her across the line. And your white U.S. government to this day is pissed off because they got the slave ran free. And all those freaking decades later, Donald Trump's very orange white behind kept calling her a cop killer just recently, a few years ago when he was in office, and demanded that that Cuba bring her back. Trump made the demand for the return of the cop killer Joanne Cheesemer, that's a quote, who was convicted in 1977 in the death of Trooper Warner Forster. Forster was killed during a gunfight after a traffic stop on New Jersey Turnpike in 1973. Cheesemer, Assata Shakur, was sentenced to life in prison but escaped in November 1979 and eventually traveled to Cuba. Fidel Castro granted her asylum, and she has been living under the name Assata Shakur. New Jersey U.S. Senator Bob Menendez, a Cuban-American Democrat, said that he was pleased that Trump called for Cheesemer's return and by other changes announced Friday in Miami. Now, how many of y'all know that recently Bob Menendez, the Democrat, the little chunky Cuban-American Democrat, how many of y'all know that he beat a criminal case not too long ago? Then they turned around and put another case on him, and he was convicted, and now he just agreed not to run again. That's the that is the hypocritical white Cubans that come over here who in 2017 patted Donald Trump on the back, publicly thanked Donald Trump for demanding the slave return after all them freaking decades from 1979. I was born January 2nd, 1979. So all of those years ago, Donald Trump, when he twitched his funny-looking self in office, demanded the return of that slave. With the agreement of your Cuban-American Democrat, Bob Menendez, who we know is a certified criminal. Don't you ninjas forget it before you go running out there wanting questions answered about Donald Trump. I want questions answered about my black revolutionaries. I want them not just questions answered. I want them to be held accountable before this Kennedy mess, before any other white person. Quote, today's announcement is a step in the right direction to reverse an ill-advised and misguided Cuba policy that's failed to deliver on its promises, left the Cuban people worse off, and allowed American fugitives like wanted terrorist and cop killer Joanne Cheesemer to escape justice. That's what your Cuban Democrat Bob Menendez said about your black revolutionary sisters. Both Republican and Democrat is my point. Demands that you be murdered and killed and assassinated, including the black woman like Assata Shakur, who has been in Cuba all of those decades, longer than many of you that's watching me right now been alive. What I look like, want to hear about what's going on with this ninja. And the news that then came out now from multiple sources from law enforcement today in a live interview. I said live, no cutouts, no AI manipulation. We find out that Donald Trump's funny-looking self was in an off-the-record location. I don't care who tried to take him out. Every day they trying to take out one of the former presidents. What is his funny-looking self doing in an undisclosed, off-the-record location? Not undisclosed, but an off-the-record location. And for those that's asking, when people say, how did the man know where Donald Trump is? Everybody down there said everybody knows that there was certain days that Donald Trump go golfing. That's what his funny-looking self was down there doing. Nobody is out there on no off-the-record location after just surviving a previous assassination attempt when you claim that the gun actually grazed your ear, ninja. Black family, we're not tethered to the Republicans or the damn Democrats. That's why I tell you to be a part of my spiritual school. Because if you are not tapped into the divine, you're going to misread and confuse your own self on this earth realm. Keita Weldon said Trump may have pardoned her like he pardoned 3,100 others, according to and including Angela Stanton King in her recent interview. What the hell is you talking about? I'm telling you, he was demanding that she bring her black tail back home so that she can be held accountable. We don't need to jump to no conclusions. We got the record on why he wanted her. Now let me talk about why I brought up Chris Christie in this same context. I don't want to hear no excuses for him on this. Don't come here with that mess. I ain't gonna let you come over here and give no cover for the Bidens or Kamala, and your Sean ain't finna do it for Trump either. Thank you, Gene. Gene said, shut up, bro. He called her a cop killer. Exactly. You got to understand the mind of the psyche of a white person. They are pissed that a slave ran free and what all that meant. Black security forces didn't kill one person. They broke into a U.S. government prison, held it up without harming one person, freed a black woman, got her across international lines, and 40-some years later, they still pissed about that. Shout out to Ethiopia in the chat. Watch this. Under Donald Trump, quote, I want to commend President Trump for speaking out so forcefully and so strongly and forcefully, demanding the return of Joanne Cheesemart to face justice. To what? To face justice. Why did Trump call for her? Why did Trump, when he was in office as president, demand Cuba bring this black revolutionary who was fleeing persecution and the multiple attempts the U.S. government tried to kill her? Aquarius, get first ghost out of my chat, please. Thank you, precious. Get this demon ghost, which is a very prophetic handle. Your handle name is First Ghost. I'm going to teach you about ghosts. Y'all better join the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. Read it again. I want to commend President Trump. I'm quoting here. I want to commend President Trump for speaking out so strongly and forcefully demanding the return of Joanne Cheesemart to face justice in New Jersey for the murder of Trooper Forrester, Christie said. Who said it? Who said it? Who? Because y'all be confused. Some of y'all just keeping up with the news. That's my job, to connect dots. I'm not new to this. Baby, Vicki been on this. I was born for this. Messages came to me as a girl in Mississippi to tell me my assignment. Before I came online, I was doing what I needed to do. Chris Christie, him and Trump became buddies at that time. He was the one that helped to put up Trump demand he bring this black woman back. Trump agreed to do it and demand that the government of Cuba bring her back. Chris Christie specifically said, why? I want to commend President Trump for speaking out so strongly and forcefully demanding the return of Joanne Cheesemart to face justice in New Jersey for the murder of Trooper Forster, Christie said. Quote, his defense of the New Jersey State Police and the rule of law should give great confidence to every American who supports our justice system. That's what your chunky Chris Christie said about Donald Trump demanding the return of your black revolutionary mother who had to flee persecution and the U.S. government trying to take her out on multiple occasions. I wish I would sit up here and give a doggone about who did what when for him. Ninja, we'll get to your case some years and decades down the road, maybe. And if you're just coming in, watch the whole broadcast, because I started out by giving you the breaking news after watching a live press conference of multiple law enforcement persons, including the acting director of Secret Service, who broke down the fact that Donald Trump's funny-looking self was in an off-the-record location when this assassination attempt occurred. That means Donald Trump, who alleged that he had just survived an assassination attempt previously, had his funny-looking self deviated from the security protocol. That's what that means. Nobody who wants to live is going to intentionally deviate from security protocols. Colonel Rick Fuentes, head of the state police, said that he is, quote, y'all ready for this? More hopeful than ever for the return of Cheesemart. When Trump got in office, that's what this Colonel Rick said. He was more hopeful than ever because Trump actually called for Cuba. Bring that niggers back. Y'all better hit that thumbs up button, share, share, share. That's why I brought up Chris Christie. I'm not done. I got to go. This breaking news. But some of you all are confused, and I know some of you all probably don't care. I've discussed this before. I'm not going to pull up all of it. I'm not going to pull up all of it. I'm not going to pull up all of it. Yes, there are factions, high-level factions that don't want Trump in office. But that is not because Trump is righteous and Trump isn't a genocidal maniac too. I'm trying to show you something here. When Trump was in office, since y'all believe in CNN News still, I got to give y'all receipts because you all don't keep up with what's going on, and you want to know why Vicki keeps up with international issues. Why is Vicki sitting here speaking out against the murder of Palestinian people? Ninja, because I'm a black woman. The whole world is mine. I put black folks in America first. So as long as I'm making you the priority, what's it to you? The whole world are my children, and I get to speak to the balance of justice on the whole planet. And the reason the world is in the hell of a condition is in is because we're not in its place of leadership. Get John Hill out of my chat, precious. John Hill. It's a bunch of demons that be coming. That's how you know you're dealing with a real powerful person whenever these trolls come in just like real crazy. What does this headline say? Because you all are confused out there. I know y'all don't care. What does that say? From 2020. That ain't that long ago. What did it say? Somebody just said amazing, amazing. Watch this. Iran issues arrest warrant for Trump over drone strike that killed Qasem Soleimani. For those of you who don't know, I know y'all don't care. But Trump was given orders to illegally assassinate other world top leaders. Military leaders in that case. Do you all know it's not just Iran to this day that still has pending arrest warrants for Trump? Do you know that there are other Middle Eastern countries that got out arrest warrants for Trump for ordering the government of the United States to illegally assassinate their leaders? Y'all, some of you did not attend my offline webinar. I did two recently for free. I ain't going to keep doing them for free. I'm going to start back my $144, $157 because everything I share with you is worth $100,000. You ninjas are confused. I broke down some of the other countries that have pending arrest warrants for Donald Trump right now. Donald Trump is one of the reasons why Israel has escalated, because he was the one that did what no previous Democrat or Republican president ever would do, and that is to officially acknowledge the capital of Israel as Jerusalem, violating international law. Trump did that. Y'all forget that Trump's son-in-law is a Jewish boy, businessman, that Trump put in charge of his Middle Eastern policy, and they went over there allegedly. The reason why he keeps getting all the millions and millions of dollars from over there is because his son-in-law went over there and negotiated a dirty little deal. And one of the reasons why some believe Trump is desperate to get back in office, and this is your prophet is speaking to you, is so that he can try to do a new deal with those that are in the Middle East, so that they can get these arrest warrants off his behind. So in case he tries to flee, he can have safe haven. Ninjas! Shout out to my beautiful supportive brother, Virgil Mitchell. Excuse me, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. He said, school them, prophetess. If you attended my offline webinar, you know that the day, one of the specific days with the Donald Trump assassination here in America, did you all know that there was a simultaneous assassination attempt on another world leader in a whole other country? And that also separate from that, Russia's foreign spokesperson did a press conference explaining the multiple assassination attempts on the same day that took place for Putin. Not that all the assassination attempts against him recently were done on the same day, but she went live doing a press conference explaining the previous assassination attempts, but there were other world leaders that were also on the same day dealing with the attempted assassination attempts. Do you all understand that? The reason why Hillary Clinton and them and the Democrats in America is tripping about Trump, they just mad that Trump, when he get into power, that he's going to specifically come for them. Hillary Clinton and all of the rest of them, they know that the neocon order that funds both sides of war don't care nothing about whether they live or die. Y'all confused up in this mug. So they know that if Trump did use the DOJ to come after them, they know that the neocons and the other demonic world leaders, they just gonna shrug their shoulders to that. Are y'all understanding this? I broke down who those countries and leaders were in my offline webinar. That's the problem when all you listen to is Roland Martin and Joy Reid. This is nothing but a simulation. The actors are playing their roles. I have no energy to give to this shit show. I don't vote. I just watch. I hear you on that. But there is a specific unseen government activity that we need to be engaged in. And I am breaking this down so that you all don't lean on this notion that Trump is actually standing for overall justice for the good of those of us in America and the planet. No, black folks, we get in where we fit in to where we utilize and we expose both sides. That's what we're doing. When we say our vote is for sale, that means that whichever side is going to do the most for us in terms of the bottom line, that's who we go with. But every time I see something shady going on, I'm going to give you that information too. Talk black to me, somebody, because I don't want you all to be overtaken like he for real some kind of savior around this piece. Hell to the no, no, no. And by you being a part of my spiritual school, you're going to get the necessary spiritual insights and teaching so that we can apply those spiritual principles, so that we can apply the necessary pressure in the darkness, so that we can overcome this madness. Because you ain't finna get no freedom, beloved, voting. You're not fixing to get where you want to get, especially most of us don't have no place in the White House. Most of us are not a world leader of a government leader, or none of us are multi-billionaires or trillionaires that run businesses that have undue influence like some of these lobbyist organizations. Most of you are not a part of AIPAC and John Hagee's Jewish American Alliance organization that spent all that money to influence Washington. You ninjas are not a part of the Mossad or the IDF. Some of you are not a part of the nefarious forces of the Security Council of the UN. But that does not mean we're not without power. We are the original people of the planet. They made us forget our power. They stole our power, supplanted our power, hid our power, got us in this rat race so that we can't see the forest for the trees. And then they tell us voting is our power. They tell us that there's real disagreement between the two when it's actually just manufactured consent. They just playing right in your face. That's right, Nancy. It sounds like you're saying they're not for us. No, they're not for us. And we ain't for them. We're about building another government using our spiritual powers. Why do I say spiritual? I don't care if you're religious or not. This ain't the time for you to turn off. See, all of you that believe that the spirituality don't matter, Your practical living has got the world in a hell of a condition. So show me where your natural, normal, physical, 3D stuff is working. See, when you can show me how your natural stuff is fixing stuff, I'll listen to you. Red Aries, what does Assata have to do with the guy who shot Trump? Go back and watch what I said to know that. I'm showing you Trump's tendencies. That he is an assassin. He believes in murdering innocent people. He believes in the U.S. government trying to murder our black sister over and over again and call for her to be brought back to the United States for quote-unquote justice. FBA Queen, thank you for your $50 gift. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. She said, keep on with the truth. We appreciate it. You're welcome. That's what it's got to do with it. I'm trying to show you Trump ain't no victim. I'm trying to show you he believed in assassinations. Ask me why did I show you and tell you about the multiple countries that still have warrants out for Trump's arrest. Because while he was president and while you was yawning and stuff, with indigestion and farting and paying your rent, Trump was given the order to murder top world military leaders. And those countries have warrants out for Trump's arrest. I'm trying to show you Trump is about that life for assassinations is what I'm trying to show you. But I started it by talking about your very black FBA mama, Assata Shakur. That's what it's got to do with it. You understand now? You understand now? See, before I went international on you, I tried to show you domestically how he still believes in the murder of assassination of black revolutionaries. You get that? Go watch the beginning of my broadcast, okay? That's what I'm trying to show you. I got to go. Everybody share this broadcast. Thank you all that gave your gifts. Your gifts are blessed 1,000-fold. Everybody needs to be a part of the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. I don't care if you understand spirituality, religion. I don't care if you felt you was hurt in the past. None of that matter. None of that matters because everything you see came from everything you can't see. I'm going to say it again. I said none of whatever it is you saying got nothing to do with here and now. Soul Sage, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. She said, truth to power, beloved. Keep talking black to me. I sure will, precious. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Quan, Vicki is so fly. Thank you, precious. Let me tell y'all something. Everything you see came from everything you can't see. Why do I talk about that all the time? Why do I teach my students that all the time? Why have I been saying it for years? Because your quantum physicists, your modern scientists, y'all believe in science all the time, even though science lies on you all the time. They use science to murder black people. They be mixed up with science. Science changes every 2 seconds. But that gives some of you all solace. So I have to go scientific on you so that you can open up your faith a little bit to believe half of what I say when it comes down to spirituality. I got to meet the mortal where they are. Everything you see came from everything you can't see. So your modern scientists prove that, which we've known, which our ancient mystics knew, our philosophers of old, our practitioners of old have always known everything you see came from everything you can't see. But now that scientists prove it, of course they've been proving it, because that's what quantum physics is. It's just scientific language to explain the spiritual, the unseen. If everything you see, Z Butterfly, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. If everything you see came from everything you can't see, that means that you ought to be focusing and trying to become more proficient about the unseen, which is spirituality. Do you understand now? So I'm putting an emphasis on spirituality because your essence is spirit, whether you agree with it or not, believe it or not, acknowledge it or not. If we took your ashe, your breath of life from you now, that's the unseen spiritual part of yourself. Your body, your avatar, your corpse will be good for nothing. And we know it's spiritual, but it's not just the old heart or old liver. Because how many of you all know that dead people's hearts and livers are still being reused in other human beings that are living? So it can't just be the fact that your heart or your organ is messed up and old and decrepit. The thing that keeps the organ alive is something you can't say. You understand? Michelle Ward, Mississippi's daughters are here. Shout out to my Mississippi family, born and raised from the dirty South. For real, for real. That would be me and that would be you. Big shout out to my Mississippians. They don't know about that dirty South. So all this ain't religious and spiritual. Ninja, you better be. This is how your ancient mothers and fathers overcame and how they did warfare initially. I understand your reservation because it's been hijacked. The Muslims messed it up. The so-called Christians messed it up. Some of your monks done messed it up. Some of your other practitioners and world and spiritual leaders have messed it up. I get it. But just because they messed it up don't mean I'm not going back for what's really ours. I'm just going to do it right. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's why I keep emphasizing for a mere few dollars a month, join the Vicki Dillard Mystery School so that you're in that environment because it takes time to be shaped. Spiritual transformation is not regular. You have to be in the environment, a new spiritual incubator in order to transform over time. You understand? Derek just said deep. Exactly. So the longer you wait to connect, the longer it takes for your transformation and the longer our oppression lasts. I'm about world change. That only happens when there's first a spiritual revolution. I hope I say your name right. May Sonoma, she said, it is written, Mississippi in the house, Mississippi in the house, indeed. I got to go. Family, I was getting ready to get dressed, put makeup on, be trying to be extracurricular cute because I literally just came in from picking up some business office stuff. You should see the kitchen is full of products that I had to bring up into my beautiful little apartment here. And family, when I was listening live to this breakdown of this latest alleged assassination attempt on Donald Trump, I had to come to you all to let you all know what's up for real. And to let you all know this ain't time for play. Ayana said you are already cute. Thank you, precious. Just God has only said extracurricular. Yes, baby. Y'all know we got to throw words in that don't match sometimes. Y'all know I do that all the time. That's from the dictionary, not the dictionary, the Victionary. The Victionary is my book of words. Talk black to me. BNE says, like Malcolm X said, yes, chickens coming home to roost. Ain't no question. Ain't no question. No question. Y'all click that link and join the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. Get involved today. Put yourself in an environment that's uncomfortable, that you don't understand, that you think you understand, that you think that may or may not resonate. Trust something outside of yourself and join and connect, beloved. Suleiman Abdul, you're super fine. I believe I received that right now. It's a 45 year and a half, January, almost 46, beloved. Talk black to me, somebody. Somebody was saying earlier, Vicki, you get ready to get engaged. Beloved, in due course. Talk black to me, somebody. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm talking too much. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. Share, share, share. Love you so much. Click the link below. Join the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. Go to my website if you don't see it here at VickiPlanet.com, VickiPlanet.com. Share this broadcast. Family, don't get yourself caught up in Donald Trump one way or the other. I'm not here to dog out Donald Trump, but I'm not here to dog out just the Republicans or the Democrats. I'm trying to show you what's what. We are tethered to the unseen government first and foremost. You understand? FBA looking 21 again. Girl, yeah, you play too much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm such a girl. I love y'all so much, okay? Y'all share this broadcast. Aquarius 79. I love you, sis. I love you, sis. I'm going to have something for you by this fall. Something I'm going to reach out to you on the side, sis. I appreciate you so much. I love y'all. Everybody join. That's my cousin. I said so right there. Tethered to the unseen. Cause I said so. How long we been connected? She one of my day ones. She's one of the ones that inspired and the phrase, the home of the hand claps and the gavel raps. She can tell you Vicki been brought the gavel and the hand claps and the gavel raps. She'll tell you how long I've been bringing it, baby, online. That revelation was almost 20 years ago, not quite, but almost 20 years ago, and I had it offline, and then I brought it with me online. She been with me 4 years now. Talk black to me, sis. So when y'all be wondering why do Vicki keep saying that phrase, hand claps and gavel raps? That's my. I'm pretty sure she was the one that was saying that. That's what Vicki do, baby. We bam the gavel because the gavel is not just for your world leaders and lawmakers and judges. I want you to know that your word is the authority. Your word matters, and we make matter. I love y'all so much. Share this broadcast, beloved. Don't be tricked. I talk the way I talk, and I hold my courses, a lot of courses offline because there's a lot of stuff I can't say online. And we respect some of these platform rules and regulations, so don't sit here and ask crazy questions. But you need to be in the know. You need to be accessible to certain knowledge. You need to have your mind in an environment for a long, protracted period of time in order for transformation to take place. And in order for us to have the necessary effect on the world that we need to have, and it can only happen when we go dark, when we go occult, when we go underground, when we go in the unseen, when we go spiritual. I love you so much. Mwah. I can't wait to see you again. Okay, how do I even get out of this? Okay, there we go. Love y'all. Mwah.